Hello folks, this is Sula speaking, and you're watching a commentary video on League of Legends. Right up here, I see that Garen is waiting in the bushes. I can see him because I placed a sight ward down there. Now, I can take on Garen one-on-one, not least because I'm 4 levels higher than him. You can see I'm level 11, and Garen is only level 7. So if it were just me against Garen, I would happily take him on, but the problem is that Ashe is also in this lane, and you can see Ashe is level 10, and I would probably lose against both Ashe and Garen, and there's just no reason to risk that. So I'm going to play more cautiously, more defensively. I'll just focus on getting the minions for the moment. And, if they want to bring 2 people over to try and hold the lane against me, that's fine, because it means that we're going to get a 2 versus 1 in another lane. For instance, the top lane, well, it looks like the top lane right now is 2 versus 1. So if they want to do this, the other team wants to do this, then I should be able to make progress, or our team should be able to make progress in the other lanes. As it is, though, Garen backs off. Garen is going to head back to the top lane, and I tell my teammates up there, Kyan and Donsky, that he's heading up there so that they won't get surprised by it. Meanwhile, our Pantheon has died again. This will be a recurring theme throughout the game. Pantheon is the one player who was not part of our pre-made team, and he proved to be an extremely aggressive player, someone who was willing to charge in no matter what the circumstances, which is not always the best thing, of course. I'm going to continue getting the minions and harassing Ashe, so you can see she takes more damage there. I no longer have the Golem buff, the blue buff, so I can't be quite as aggressive in spamming my spells as I was earlier, but I can continue to harass Ashe. For instance, when none of these minions are close to being killed, I can place my lay waste back by her and try to harass her. So like right here, I'll put it back here, and that means Ashe has to back off, which means that she can't get the experience and the gold from killing some of our minions. Once again, I just throw down the wall, not because I'm trying to trap her, but because I want Ashe to back off. And you can see I'm going to get in a few extra shots on the tower. And I'm content to just keep doing this until I wear down her tower. Well done, Kyan gets another kill of the Earth Strike on the other team. Now, it might be better to go off into some of the other lanes and try to get some kills that way. It's always questionable sort of how well you want to do this. And I anticipated Ashe moving forward there because I could see that some of our minions had been killed off. I knew she would try to come forward to get additional gold, so I was able to place Lay Waste right on her there. But for the moment, I'm just content, really, to stay in this lane, continue to get kills, continue to get experience. Here, though, I'm going to move up here because one of my teammates had said that they spotted Garen moving in this direction, and right there you see the eye, that little eye that appears. That means that the other team has used the summoner skill Clairvoyance. It grants them sight right there, so that meant that I was not hidden. They could see me. So here comes Ashe. Are we going to be able to kill her? Unfortunately, no. She's going to get away. And I pop off my ghost skill to try and get her, but unfortunately I'm not able to find her. I thought she might be porting back between the 2 towers back down here, but she wasn't. I guess she went off to the left instead. So we weren't able to kill Ashe there, but what we have been able to do is between between Amumu being dead in the top lane and Ashe going back to heal, now we've got 3-on-1 in this lane. So I tell everybody, don't attack Garen, ignore Garen, just focus on the tower. He can't really do that much. We're all high health, he won't be able to do that much damage. So we're all going to focus on the tower, and we get in a lot of good shots, and we're able to take it down to, maybe about 25% health left. So that was a nice little push there. And out comes Kennen on the other team. I don't know what he's trying to do here. So I'm going to slow him with my wall, and then I'm going to start leading him with my Lay Waste, turn on Defile, and is he going to get away? No, he's not. And of course, if he had gotten away, I could have killed him with Requiem. But in the meantime, I can save it. Now there's another team fight going on mid. The other team has 3 people pushing, but so I'm going to stick back and defend. Kyan is also going to stick around, but Kyan, for your reference, you are out of mana and you only have maybe about a 1/3 life here. You really don't want to be engaging here. It's a mistake. You're too likely to get killed, so get out of there. Go back and heal. Meanwhile, Amumu's trying to get away with virtually no life left, so I'm going to pop off my ultimate and kill him. And you can see there's actually a message from the guy on the other team who says, I was AFK when you got me. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's kind of amusing nonetheless. Once again, Kyan, dude, you're almost dead. Wait, you don't want to run around with no health left in this game. You're just asking to get killed. So don't do this in the future. When you get that low, go back and heal up. There's no point in being so risky here. Now, what I'm going to do is buy my Rod of Ages, which will slowly increase, add some health, add some mana, add some ability power, and we'll continue to increase that over the next 15 minutes of the game. Since I've got it so early in the game, only 17 minutes in, this is an excellent buy. The one thing I forget is that I still only have the entry-level boots. Maybe because I bought 2 boots earlier. I'm confused about that. So unfortunately, I should have gone for boots next. Instead, I've already started building my next item, an Archangel's Staff, which I probably shouldn't do. I should probably get boots first. So I'll realize that, and I realized that at about this point, and I'm thinking, okay, I'll go back. I'll get boots the next time I go back. Now, the enemy Amumu is going to come out and try to engage me here. He's just standing there for some reason, so I'll pop my skill. And this is a terrible fight for the enemy team Amumu. I'm 5 levels higher than him. He has no help. He's fighting me right outside the range of his tower, and so of course I'm going to win that fight. You know, there's just no way that he's going to win that battle, especially because Amumu isn't really a direct damage character. I mean, Amumu is more of a tank, although you can build him to do damage. He's more of a tanky character, so it's just a mistake on their team there. Like I said, the Amumu player I don't think had much experience with this game. It was pretty evident that he didn't always know what he was doing in this game. So I'm going to go out to the tower here and get in some more shots here on the top lane tower. Unfortunately, now I'm the one in range of the tower, so it's going to start hitting me with some tower fire, so I had to back off. I'll use it to kill these 2 minions. And now that I'm pretty low on health and pretty low on mana, I'm going to go back and recall because it's safe. I can also see that the enemy team's Jax is starting to push towards our middle lane, so someone's going to have to cover that, and it looks like that's going to have to be me. Now, normally I will buy Mercury Treads, and normally against a team like this, I mean, this is a team that has an Ashe, this is a team that has an Amumu, this is a team that has a Kennen, all characters with stuns. You usually wouldn't want to buy Sorcerer's Shoes in a battle against a team like this, but I figure, okay, I haven't been too impressed by the way that this team is playing so far. I haven't seen Ashe use her Frost Arrow even once, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with the Sorcerer's Shoes because they're cheaper, and because I can use the magic penetration that they give. So that's a bit of a gamble on my part, but I figure I need to be the big offensive damage dealer for my team, so I'm going to go with the more offensive item, even if that does put us in more danger. Anyway, the bottom lane has gotten a kill in the bottom, excuse me, not gotten a kill, it's gotten a tower. Garen gets away, but we'll take advantage of this to go and take out the middle lane tower, so we're making progress there. Now, if you look on the map, I said everybody get back because I can see Ashe is behind us, and we don't want Garen and Ashe to trap us between them. That would be a bad position. So we're going to move back, and Ashe, when she sees us coming towards us, is going to back off. There's our Pantheon, who's you know, getting killed once again, unfortunately. Now, the other team's Amumu is up here by himself. This is, again, you can just see already, just based on the minimap, he's already dead. He's going to die. You know, there's no way he's going to get out of this, especially when all of us come out and jump him. Now, for anyone who's watching this video, if you're trying to learn sort of positioning in this game, you can come up and get hits on the tower like that, but the instant that the enemy team's Amumu sees us, sees our 3 champions moving away from mid, as soon as he sees the 3 of us moving out of the middle lane, that had to be his cue to get out of there immediately. You know, do not stick around in this fight, get out of here. So with the other team out of position, now that we've killed their Amumu, since their Garen's off healing, we're going to destroy their tower on the top row, or excuse me, top lane. And while we're over here, I tell Kain and Donsky, let's grab the other team's Golem buff while we're over here. You know, the 3 of us should be able to do it pretty quickly. So we will steal their Golem, and then we'll go back and heal. And I'm going to make sure that I get it. So thank you guys, nicely done. This was a pretty safe opportunity to go for the Golem because there were 3 of us together. And we knew that the other team didn't appear to be around this area because there were a couple of them in the bottom lane and so on. Kain suggested going for that Garen, which wasn't a bad idea, but he backed off, wisely backed off, and so we had to back off as well. Now, once again, the enemy team's Kennen is pushing forward in the middle lane, and Jax is coming up to support him. So once again, I want to go back and first heal up and then teleport into the fight. There's our Pantheon again, who's engaging 2-on-1, but fortunately gets out of there this time. In the meantime, I'm going to throw down my wall, slow Kennen, and I'm going to kill him with a well-timed lay waste. Now over here, Jax is fighting with Pantheon, but Pantheon is getting a lot of blocks from his shield. And once again, my mouse goes crazy, and it almost cost us this fight, but fortunately we're able to kill the other team's Jax regardless. So we were able to kill both of them, which is great news. And I've got the blue buff again, so that means I can be very aggressive in my mana usage. Pantheon did a better job that time. He was able to do the fight without getting killed. And with nothing else going on, I'll just push the middle lane forward. But as soon as I see Garen coming in, I know that that's my cue to get out of there. Because once again, I'm advanced forward, and it would be very easy for the enemy team to come up and get me here. So the smart move is just to back off here. I'm not too scared of anyone on the enemy team if they happen to catch me one-on-one. I'm pretty confident I can beat anyone in a one-on-one fight because, as you can see, I'm level 16. I've got some good items already. The rest of my team, you can see, is level 12, level 11, level 10, level 11, and I'm, 4 or 5 levels higher than anyone on my team. And Ashe is the only one close to me on their team, so I can, and I've got good items. I'm a higher level. I can beat these guys one-on-one. But if they were to come at me 2 or 3 at a time, I'd be in trouble. Now Ashe is gonna stick around, then wisely gets out of the way. And we once again kill the enemy team's Amumu, who was just stuck in a bad position. But looks like their Ashe is probably going to go heal. I guess we'll find out. We have 4 of our champs top, so that means we can push together towards this tower down here. I'm going to lead the way with my Defile. And with all of us together, we can go for the tower. Kyan was the one taking shots there. Now, what I don't understand, or Ashe comes out, and we're going to jump her together, and out comes Garen too, so now this is actually a much more dangerous fight. Let's see, do we manage to get anyone? Well, our Pantheon dies right away, perhaps not surprisingly. I'm going to come out and try to help save Donsky. The other team is not focusing me, which is stupid because I'm the one doing all the damage in this fight. So Garen gets away, but no, he's actually not going to get away because I'm going to use Requiem, and I managed to kill him with that. And we were also able to take out, Kyan was able to kill the enemy team's Ashe, so well done, Kyan, there. I think we exchanged 2 for 2 or 1 for 1 there on kills, and now out comes Amumu again, but this is just a horrible fight for their Amumu. We're both higher levels, Kyan and myself. He's 3 steps away from his tower, which is not helping him, not supporting him in any way, so just a mistake. Now we're going to back off, wait for our minions to show up to help us so that they'll take the tower fire. Now we can push forward, and my mouse goes crazy once again. Now the 2 of us can go forward and get this tower, and we've gotten, I think, 3 enemy kills in this lane, 3 or 4, so they're not going to be able to do anything. So now we're going to go back to heal and buy more items. The only problem is that the other team has pushed our bottom lane, so we've sort of traded lanes here. So this game is actually still pretty close. You can see it's 18 to 16 in total kills. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll pick back up with part 3.